Thanks so much for joining us for another edition of KFFB's Open Mic program. And we do have Attorney General Leslie Rutledge with us. And I consider you, Leslie, a homegirl. That's what we consider you out here. It's hard to believe how life has changed.
It is. It's, all of us are in this together, and Arkansas is one big small town. So we're going to get through this, and America's going to get through this and come out stronger. But I know particularly during this Easter week, it's so trying on folks. And we just want to really, remind people to take the good advice from the doctors and the CDC and Department of Health and Dr. Fauci and Dr. Smith, and make sure that you're practicing all those good social distancing, washing hands. We know that you want to be out celebrating the Christ is risen and being with loved ones this Easter, but folks, we need everyone to stay home and to stay safe.
Well, folks wanted me to get Attorney General Leslie Rutledge on the radio ASAP when we heard their scams. I mean, can you believe the low life in America comes out during crisis?
They do, but unfortunately, it's not limited to just American borders. As we know, a lot of these phone calls and con artists are from overseas, and that's why they're still calling and claiming to be from the IRS or Social Security. And particularly as we're looking at these government checks that people have heard about, Congress passing that package to ensure that Americans are still able to take care of themselves and to pay their bills and buy groceries. But the government has not started sending checks yet, but we've already heard about people getting phone calls claiming to be from the IRS stating that they need your Social Security number. They need a banking account number. Folks, that is not how this is working, and we need you to understand that the IRS is not going to call you and ask for a bank account number. They are not going to call you and ask for a Social Security number. If you are on Social Security, that's going to be automatic. So just be mindful. If you get a phone call or an email and someone claiming to be from the government, you just hang up on them. And if it's a government website, it's going to have .gov on it. That's a surefire way to make sure that it is a legitimate government website, because it will end with .gov. For example, the website, the Attorney General's office, is arkansasag.gov. And that's what we want people to use our website to direct to other websites.
And if they do have that happen, what should they do? Can they contact your office?
Absolutely. So if you get a phone call, email, anything from someone claiming to be from the IRS or Social Security Department about these government checks, or anything that you believe might be a scam, come to arkansasag.gov. That's our website again, arkansasag.gov. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any of the social media, or you can call us at 800-482-8982. That's 800-482-8982.
And then what we can do is put a sign on them when you catch them, and they'll be at the Capitol, and we can all go by and honk horns at them.
Yes. So we would love to find every single one of these people, and I'd love to shut down these robocallers and people that they still are calling all day and all night. But we really want to shut down folks that are taking advantage of Arkansans during this crisis situation. We also want people to be cognizant of any price gouging that might be going on. I know that our PSAs, if it's 10% more than it was before, that's a general rule of thumb that applies to businesses and individuals alike. We understand that there are some items that have gone up in price, and so our grocery stores are unfortunately having to raise the price of those items, but we will take care of it. So you just call us and we will do the investigation. No need for folks to fret about it. Just call us and let us do the fighting for you.
Also, you've been talking about child abuse. Address that for a moment.
We have, during this time where children are not at school, and we have many parents who have perhaps lost their job or are struggling, and this is just been a very difficult time for many Arkansans and Americans. We are raising awareness about child abuse to make sure that if people in the community, check on folks that you might be worried about. If you see a little boy or little girl that maybe won't make eye contact with you or has changed their demeanor, if you do happen to see them out and about, go ahead and call us, and call local law enforcement and let them investigate. If something doesn't seem quite right, say something and save a child's life, because we are extremely worried about our most vulnerable, whether that's our young children or elderly at this time. And again, these are young kids that perhaps their only safety net was going to school for those 8 hours a day. And now they're home with parents who's in a very stressful situation, perhaps has lost their job during this COVID-19 crisis. And so we want to raise awareness. So, as you're checking on people and you're checking on parents and grandparents, make sure that you check on that family that perhaps doesn't have all the resources that you and your family might, and check on those kids to make sure they're getting food and they're not malnourished and not being hurt during this very difficult time. But again, we're all going to get through this, but we've got to work through it together and to take care of ourselves and our loved ones.
And Leslie, thanks so much for taking time and talking with us. And let's get together, get those bad actors out of circulation.
Absolutely. And we just, again, want people to contact us at the Attorney General's office. Let us do the fighting for you. But we want everyone to stay safe, clean your hands, wipe off counters, stay home unless you have to go to work or go grocery shopping, because we're all going to get through this together.
Thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Timeless 106.1 KFFB. We've been talking with Attorney General Leslie Rutledge here on Open Mic. Thanks so much for joining us. Stay tuned for Fox News. We bring you Fox News live, top of every hour, 24 hours a day. Bottom of the hour on your way to work, on your way to lunch, and on your way to home. We'll have Fox News Minute, followed by the Arkansas Radio Network with state and regional news, and local news with KFFB Today. It's all right here on Arkansas's timeless favorite station. When the news breaks, we're here.